There's just one place to celebrate a happy new model year. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive away in a new Integra. Only $299 a month at Acura of Pembroke Pines, the #1 volume Acura dealer.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors, 305-345-3649. Or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Hi, this is Jeff Welt from Welt and Rayom. Dan and I have been in business together for over 22 years. We're not your typical lawyers. When Dan's not working in the office, he's flying his stunt plane. When I'm not in the office, I'm either getting tattooed, bowling, riding a motorcycle, or going to concerts. We might not be your typical attorneys, but we are aggressive attorneys, and we'll do whatever it takes to get you what you deserve. Consultations are always free. Call us anytime, 24/7.
Welt and Rayom can help.
It's showtime, everybody!
Mic checks echo, I'm the sound of the brawl. Canvas creaks, flesh slaps, bodies rise and fall. Steel cage dreams, no escape. All pain, blood stains mixed with the sweat and the chain. Adrenaline surging my veins, spit fire. Crowd chants feeding my soul's desire. Turnbuckles tremble when my wrath collides. Glory's the belt and I'm taking the pride. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Lights flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Pyros ignite, shadows dance in the glow. Ringside roar, it's a gladiator show. Chokeholds tighter than the grip of the night. Climbing the ropes to new championship heights. The mental battlefield, no room for doubt. Every move calculated, every scream a shout. The bell tolls louder than a sinner's regret. This is the place where the bold never forget. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Lights flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Boom. The squared circle where legends collide. Boom. No mercy, just a wild ride. Boom. Lights flash, fist clash, can't resist. Boom. The squared circle digest. Circle Digest!
We are live. It is Tuesday, 6 p. The place to be. It is the Squared Circle Digest. And we're like this because Frankie made sure he dressed up, so I had to quickly throw on a mask and become Evil Uno. So, that is my Halloween costume. There you go. And also, real quick, Steven Gonzalez, it was my fault last week. Apparently, I have to have two different setups for when we go live here and when I go live with O. So it was my fault on the echo from Frankie Fresco we found out as well.
Well, sir, you are Eva Uno, but I will up you on that, and I am none other than Mr. Iguana, baby.
Oh, this guy. He did it. He did it.
Mr. Iguana in the
goodness.
building for you guys. I am here,
This guy
sir.
did Mr. Iguana. Wow.
I am here.
This guy is full-fledged to the gimmick. I feel like I'm looking at Mr. Iguana.
La Yeska's right here with
La
me.
Yeska's right there. My goodness. Is that actually La Yeska?
This
Or
is
is that
this is a bootleg La Yeska.
that's a Le Noska?
But yes, you are actually tuning in and watching Mr. Iguana
That is
live on
awesome,
the Square
Frankie.
Circle
Awesome.
Digest.
I'm trying to find out right now if we're actually live. I may have to redo the Rumble one here.
But guys, tell me, how do I look? Do I look like Mr. Iguana?
Of course you do, man. You actually really do.
I actually do look like him.
Mm-hmm. You
Look at
just
Adrian.
like-
Adrian's like, good shit, Frankie.
You look just like the guy that got pinned the other day.
I think they screwed me over, bro.
Yeah,
They
they
screwed
did.
me over. La Yeska, you could tell La Yeska's pissed on this stream. He is upset. It just happens.
Definitely is. Oh no, we are live. Oh, cool. Okay.
Who
All
is
right.
who is Jeff Crom? Who's that?
Where? Jeff Crom. I don't know. Who's Jeff
I
Crom?
don't know. Sharon Calderon.
Oh no, that's Jeff from Long Island, but I don't know.
Oh, Jeff.
Crom. I
I
don't
guess
know
that's
Jeff.
I guess that's
Jeff
Jeff
I
from
can't- I
Long
can't
Island.
do this with this mask on the whole time. So
I can't do it. I can't do this with La Yeska on me. No, just playing.
there it is. It's over.
That was quick, Sean.
That's it. I lost the mask versus whatever.
Versus La Yeska.
Yeah. Oh, he meant to put Jeff from Long Island, and he put Jeff Crom. He was trying to say who he was. That's all.
Yeah, I
That's
saw
all.
that.
We
I
know
know.
who you are, Jeff from Long Island. We know who you are.
Of course, we know who you are, sir.
So, Frankie or Mr. What do I call you today, man?
You could call me Mr. Iguana, or you could call me La Yeska. You know, we got a third. We got to do picks today, so we have
You're
three
the
people.
faux Mr. Iguana. That's what we'll do. Faux Mr. Iguana. I don't want
Yes.
people to think we actually have Mr. Iguana on the show because I will tell you right now, dude. Yeah, you look pretty goddamn legit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
You know what's funny is that I've been wearing this paint since noon because I had my other job, and my other job was having like a Halloween meeting, and they're like, "Oh, you got to dress up for the meeting." So literally, I've had this paint since 12. I have
Damn,
not.
you
I have
did it
not.
yourself?
Yeah, I did. I actually did.
Wow.
I have not.
Fantastic job, man.
I have not left the house though, so people cannot see me as Mr. Iguana. Because I think if people see me as Mr. Iguana outside of my house, they're gonna be like, "What is wrong with this guy?" They take a lot of the people at my job were like, "Frankie, you crazy, bro." I'm like, "Yeah, but you know, we do a wrestling podcast. I gotta be Mr. Iguana." So, and if we get more and more viewers, Sean, I'll just start talking like I'm Mr. Iguana and be like, "Yeah."
I mean, you may have to. You know what's funny? The other day, I actually went to oh God, what is the
And I got the shirt too. Look.
what is the thing where you could pay them to do announcing thing or whatever? Cameo. I went to Cameo, and Mr. Iguana was there, and I was like, I might do one for Frankie. Let me see how this rolls out. And then he didn't lose. He didn't win, so I didn't have to dress up like Mr. Iguana. So I may have to get take this picture, put it on the thing, and send that to Mr. Iguana to do a
Hey, maybe you know what? Maybe
reaction to
we
this.
should tag Mr. Iguana on this one and tell him, Mr.
Yeah.
Iguana, tune in, man. Tune in.
Yeah, Mr. Iguana. We should have him on. But put both of you side by side and let Mr. Iguana talk to Mr. Iguana.
And we both speak Spanish and English.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now I think he has a better. Who has a better La Yeska? Does he have the better one? Look, mine's look really pissed though. He looks
Yeah,
really.
yours
upset.
looks like he's gonna eat you right now. Like he doesn't like.
Look at that. He looks like he's
Like,
ready
Jessica
to.
looks like happy.
Look at
He
this guy.
doesn't
bro.
look happy at all.
And sometimes he puts it in another.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's been happy for a while now. See, that's the best I've heard you talk, Frankie, on the podcast. That's the best you sounded.
It is harder to freaking put this damn thing next to me. He
Yeah.
just doesn't stay still.
This guy. That's what happens. You gotta get a fake one, not a real one.
Well, the
Nobody knows you
WWE.
got your temperature up to 32 degrees, so the iguana's just frozen on your shoulder right now. That's
That is true. Finn Saber
Finn
reposted
Sammy,
this.
thank you for
Yeah, because
reposting, sir.
he noticed that the iguana's being interviewed.
Jessica was on. Yeah, he was like, "Oh my God, they got a guest. Mr. Iguana's on with me." What happened
See-
to Frankie? Where's
Oh,
Frankie?
Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. That's a good point. Let me change my name.
Make sure you put faux there. I don't want people to think that the real Mr. Iguana's on with us.
What are you
And then
talking
we're
about?
tagged. We're tagged as that podcast that's using, I'll put Evil Uno, and you put Mr. Iguana, and it'll like Mr. They're having a podcast together.
There you go. Look, there it is. There's a Mr. Iguana, possibly.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's fine. That's fine. You should put it in Spanish though, Mr. Iguana, and then possibly in Spanish. I don't know what that would be or whatever, but you know. All right, we ready to talk some wrestling?
Yes, sir. I guess we are. Yes, absolutely.
All right. This week, WWE released some cryptic posts on X. There were some dress shoes walking, two or three pairs of dress shoes walking. There were some boots walking. There was some hands. And then the reveal was let loose. And it's Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Brock Lesnar at a poker table with Triple H and Paul Heyman behind them. And it's promoting WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas. And the fans, once again, are upset because it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. Frankie Fresco, how many times?
Sir, don't call me Frankie Fresco. I'm Mr. Iguana.
Sorry, Mr. Iguana, possibly. How many times are the fans gonna get damn fooled, or not even fooled, because the WWE just put out these shoes walking and they're like, oh, it's a new faction. Nobody said it was a new faction. You guys said it was a new faction. And then you get all upset and all thing when it isn't what you think it's going to be, because what, you're entitled it to be whatever you want it to be?
Yeah, I mean,
Cat for Life, how you doing, sir?
I hear a dog in the background.
Yeah, it's my dog. It's going a little crazy right now. We got a lot of work going on around the...
Is he barking because there's a lot of work, or is it because he gets to see me on the stream on your TV?
No. I don't let him see you. I'm
pretty sure he will attack me.
Not
if he
gonna
sees
lie.
me.
Don't let him see you.
I had this conversation with Layeska, and I asked Layeska what did he think about that promo, and Layeska told me, he was like, "Look, man, it just, again, deception, and at least
deception.
What do you think?
Deception.
Well, yeah, man, you want more, and it's just them. What was it? Them playing cards? That's stupid. Or I guess playing, like, I don't know, casino type of vibe.
They're saying, you can always tell. There's always tells in Vegas by people, and they're just going. It was just a commercial. It was a commercial.
It was lame.
WrestleMania, man. I mean, like, everybody's like, oh, one of those foots are Gunther's. That's Gunther's shoes. The boots have got to be Lesnar. Oh, they must be making a faction. Nobody even said anything, and then it's released that it's a promotion for the WrestleMania 42, and everybody's up in arms.
I mean, sometimes, look, man, the fans are already upset for the fact that they got to pay a shitload of money to go to this WrestleMania.
You don't have to.
I mean, if you're a diehard and you want to go to WrestleMania,
hey, I'm a diehard, but I ain't paying that to go there.
I mean, I agree with you. I'm not paying unless WWE pays for my trip.
Oh,
maybe after this interview, they'll probably be like, "Hey, that guy."
They might bring you in. They could do that little Doink the Clown with Mr. Iguana now.
They could go ahead and they could be like, you know what? You know how they have the Grande Americano, different Grande Americanos? You got different Mr. Iguanas now.
Yeah. You have a whole bunch of iguanas running around.
I mean, Layeska's always
everywhere.
pissed.
Just look here. Everywhere you go on a canal, there's 22 or 23, iguanas.
Don't talk bad about Layeska's right now, because you're gonna piss him off. Okay? Don't talk bad about him.
I apologize, Layeska.
He's chilling here. He's hanging around. He's just chilling. He's not bothering anybody. Just want to let you know. But yeah, man. I mean, come on. What do you expect, man? You expect the WWE fans to not get upset? I mean, it was. They just promoted it online on social media, right? They didn't even promote it on TV or anything like that, right? They only did it on social media.
Yeah, they only showed the teasers on social media. I don't understand how people even thought. Look, when it came out, I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is a return, maybe it's a faction. But to get upset, like, oh, you tried to... No, they didn't do anything. They put out some teasers. That's what a teaser's supposed to do. Tease you. And then you get all butthurt that, it should have been something else. Dude, come on.
Well, it should have been something else. They should have given us something more than just what we already know. Because we already know that this is gonna be WrestleMania in Las Vegas. Tell us something that we don't know, man.
Yeah, but I did find something interesting if you watch the whole thing. What do all those guys have in common?
They never like to wrestle.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow. They've all been Heyman guys, right? Except for the empty chair, which I'm guessing was going to be Seth Rollins. The chair is empty now. And then Cody, his story dates back to, well, his dad's story dates back to Paul Heyman, who kind of got him, back into falling back into love with the business when he went to ECW. So again, I'm not saying this is what it is, because this is where people get in trouble. They start reading into things and then it's not that. And then they're like, oh, they did it to me again. But I did find it interesting that Heyman's there in the background. And right now there's nobody there that Heyman is in charge of.
I mean, maybe he's saving the chair for me. Maybe Mr. Iguana should hire Paul Heyman and run with Mr. Iguana in AAA.
Mr. Iguana number 2.
I like it. Do you like it, like Yeska?
He's shaking his head. I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, there you go. Saying yeah now. Nice try. I didn't know what he was doing with the shoulders. Like, I didn't know if you were having a seizure or if you were saying yes or no.
Not gonna lie, sir. It's kind of hard I think for you to take me serious with this mask.
It is very hard. It's very hard looking at you right now. But I tell you now, man. And Steven Gonzalez said, "Oh, I think he meant to say, holy, you do look like him. You do, man. Like that right there. If you put up another picture, you know what? Let me see if I can actually do this right
But
now.
I only look like him because of the glasses. Because I took off the glasses and I don't look like him.
You know what? That probably is what the deciding factor is. Yeah.
Yep. The glasses is what really shows that I do look like him. But if I take off the glasses, I do not look nothing like him, to be honest with you.
Well, no,
I look like Frankie Fresco.
Yeah, imagine that.
With some paint on his face. And I'll tell you this too, and I know this is not one of our topics, but putting this face paint in on your face, it takes time, man. It took me a while.
And I don't know which one you got. There's certain ones you can't use because the paint rubs off on gear and it stains the gear. So like when I did wrestle, like with we had black face paint on, like the Road Warrior type style.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have to get the latex paint because once it dried, it peels off. It doesn't get on anything.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got that one. I know I got
a pain in the ass because that stuff took forever to dry. Like I would have to get to shows like two hours early just to do the face paint and then walk around and then, get ready for the match after. But yeah, it took a long time.
I think for me, this one just you put some water on it and some soap and you're good. Yeah. Because I've been like, for example, I think I was like scratching the top of my head and the paint went away immediately. So I was like, oh crap, I gotta repaint it.
Like Asuka, Gold, Dustin Rhodes, all of them, they've got, the right paint and they are able to do the right stuff, not like us, so.
Well, sir, I have the right paint too, sir. What are you talking about? I look just like him. Actually, it took a lot of work.
You do until you scratch your head and then you're going to have white spots running across your forehead.
That is true. But right now, my face is not itchy. I don't have any problems, so we should be good.
Better hope Lieska stays right there, man.
Oh, he's there all day, bro. Look at him. Yeah. He's chilling.
All right, let's jump into an AEW topic here since we just did a WWE one.
Go for it.
AEW is adding the AEW World Women's Tag Team titles. Frankie Fresco, Mr. AEW, Mr. Iguana, possibly. Are they doing too much?
I think they are, man. I think the problem with AEW is that there's just too many championship belts right now. And then adding the women's tag team belt is even worse because, look, you got Okada was one.
Well, he's got two actually that they combined into one. Because,
So they combined the Omega one and his, right? They unified it. And then you have the Trios Championship belt. You have the tag team belts for the guys. You have now the tag team for the girls. You have the TBS for the women. The TNT for the women. Well, no, not TNT. The heavyweight. And then the TNT for the guys. Mm-hmm. And then you have all the Ring of Honor belts that they like to also come and bring. Like I remember you used to tell me, Frankie, there's too many belts, and I used to tell you, nah, man, who cares? Like I didn't give a damn about like some of the belts that when they would bring them from Ring of Honor and stuff like that. But now after a while, it's just even if they bring, I mean, for the love of God, Mercedes Monet has what 13 belts now,
Yeah,
12 belts,
yeah.
like
12
dude,
last time I checked. I don't know if she's won any this week.
so dude, like how many belts do you want? I mean, they even get a belt for the Owen Hart tournament, so it's
Yeah.
like, bro, it's just way too many belts. People are gonna get burned out with these belts. They're literally taking away the actual significance of actually holding a belt, right? Like it's supposed to be something big. Over there in AEW, anybody could have a belt. Screw it. Just give me a belt just for showing up.
Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic because I know we've had this topic and we were on the opposite sides. What I felt it did is it diminished the meaning for the other titles and to the fact that, like, I mean, Okada didn't defend his titles forever. It was only like on pay-per-views was the only time. Now he's getting in the ring more often, so I think that'll help with that title. But I felt that they threw the Ring of Honor title on there like it was a known title for them, you know, like it was a AEW Ring of Honor championship, you know, and look, I know NXT does the things with the TNA and this and that, but you hardly see the main roster with the titles on there. Every once in a while you'll get it. I'm not saying they don't do it all the time, but they do it as more of an attraction than, oh, it's just part of the show. Whereas I felt like AEW started it and kind of made it part of the show to where it didn't have the same feeling as far as for the title, the respect for the titles, because it was just everybody got a title.
Yeah.
You know? And to be honest, the interesting thing is I love that they're doing an AEW women's tag team title. I think they need to get rid of some of the other titles. I think they don't have enough guys right now with Swerve and some of those guys out right now to have all of the men's titles that they have. You've got the trios, the tag team title, you got Okada's title, you got the TNT title, the heavyweight title, and I don't think there's enough going around right now. Whereas with the women, I think the women's division is picked up. And when you throw it in there, I don't like the fact that they put Mercedes Moné in there, because to me, only one of two things can happen. One, she wins the titles and gets another belt, or two, they lose because Athena gets pinned and then she goes after the Ring of Honor title and adds that title to her picture.
Yeah.
To me, that's the only way that can play out.
I think the reason it doesn't work in AEW is like you said, I don't think they have enough wrestlers or at least built enough storylines to be able to make those belts actually worth watching. Because if you look at WWE, there is a lot of belts over there too. You have the WWE belt, the Monday Night Raw heavyweight belt, the SmackDown heavyweight belt, the IC belt. You have the two USA belts. You have the guys tag team belts. So you in the women's tag team belts. So you have a lot of you have a lot of belts over there in WWE as well. But again, I think what ends up happening a lot is the fact that their storylines are made for the belts to be relevant for the most part. You know, for the most part. Sometimes it has gone down. Obviously, we saw when the IC belt kind of didn't mean anything, and you could probably say that the USA belt is not doing so good right now for the women and all that stuff, but they still find a way to include Julia in there. They still find ways. Look at Dawn with the IC belt. You look at Charlotte and Alexa with the tag team belts. You know, the Judgment Day just recently had the belts as well. Now they lost them. So it's like they find ways. But when it comes to AEW, like you said, Okada was never defending the belt in the first place. You do see Kyle Fletcher defend the TNT belt from time to time, but I don't know. It's just, it feels like their storylines don't give the belts more of a significance. Only the heavyweight belt is kind of the one that you're like, damn, those are really good. Like I really want to see. And obviously Mercedes Moné because she has, but I mean not even because Mercedes Moné has so many damn belts. We even probably forget that she even has the TBS belt. But it hurts the story. I think the storylines being so weak and not putting so much not trying to create good storylines affects the belts. It just feels like in the AEW they just stick whoever they want to fight against. Hey, this guy Okada has the belt. Let's throw him. I don't know, Kyle O'Reilly just for the hell of it, and that's it. And you're good. And I think that's what hurts them, and that's why it feels like there's too many belts in AEW compared to WWE.
Well, no, but I also go back to this is where if you're just throwing anybody in there, this is another thing where I thought AEW let something go too soon. I think they should have used the rankings. And what they should have done was if you're 2 through 5, you're fighting for the TNT title. If you're the number 1 contender, you're fighting for the heavyweight title. You make the rankings mean something. Whenever you do that, you increase the value of the title. Whenever you're just throwing anybody out there, it doesn't really help the value of the belt. To me, I think the one that helped the most, and he's only around for a little bit longer, will be John Cena. John Cena started the U.S. Open Challenge, and then Sami Zayn, but that has elevated the title to it meaning something, and it's defended every time on SmackDown.
That is true.
It has become like a TV title. Back in the day, WCW had a TV title. Arn Anderson, one fall, 20-minute match. You had 20 minutes to beat him. If you didn't do it, then he kept the title. But every week you knew that title was getting defended, and it elevated. One week he wasn't wrestling, a more enhancement guy. Then the following week it'd be, whatever. And then as they worked the storylines going, then you got Dusty involved, Magnum involved, Nikita Koloff, whoever it was going to be for the pay-per-view. But it means something other than just, anybody shows up and we put them in for the title. It's just like, no, you got to make those titles mean something.
100%.
And this leads into our next thing. Right now, the best title storyline going on. We're going to do 2 parts. This week we're going to hit WWE. Next week we're going to hit AEW.
Okay.
So the best title storyline going on in WWE right now.
Well, or at least I feel that the Intercontinental Championship belt right now has a better storyline than the actual heavyweight belt. And the reason is, I think you have the right person with the belt, which is Dom. And second of all, you've elevated Rusev. Rusev is actually doing really, really good in WWE ever since he came back. And then you brought in Penta, and Penta is doing a great job. And the other thing that plays a big part in this is that you're also putting in little nuggets here and there. So you'll put Adam Pearce always messing around with Dom. You have the Judgment Day who will mess with Dom as well. Dom messing with the Judgment Day. Then you have Dom actually going to AAA, going and trying to defend the AAA belt over there as well. So you have a better, I think the reason the IC belt is doing so much better than the heavyweight belt is because you have it on the right person. Dom is literally working his ass off, and he's making it relevant, and he's making it fun. People are cheering for this guy. If they didn't like him, they'll boo the hell out of him, but he's still making it relevant. Kind of like how I'm making Mr. Iwana relevant. And I shout out to the Rumble people. I see the Rumble numbers keep climbing up, so they might think I'm Mr. Iguana for real.
Yeah, maybe.
Iguana possibly. But yeah, I think that's the reason why. And when it comes to the heavyweight belt with the Cena and I'm sorry, not Cena, Punk and Jey Uso, the problem with Jey Uso and Punk is some people are tired of Jey Uso. And we don't know what we're going to get with CM Punk. We don't know if CM Punk, truly, I don't know. I think CM Punk is going to win it. And we have our picks for Saturday Night Main Event, which is going to happen this weekend. But it just feels kind of weak, man. It feels kind of weak. And even after Seth had the belt, it felt kind of weak. It never had the true power like when Roman had the belt. You feel me? And I think the problem with the Cody Rhodes belt is Cody Rhodes has the belt and he has no opponents. Like, yeah, he's been going at it here and there from time to time with Drew McIntyre, but it's the same thing over and over. And you're seeing Cody keep the belt and win it. It just doesn't feel like they've been able to create good storylines to make those belts more relevant right now than the IC belt, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, we've said that the championship runs are always terrible compared to what the chase is. So I wrote down each title. Cody right now and their current feud. Cody is with Drew. The other heavyweight title is vacant, which is CM and Jay. But at least you got Braun Breaker and LA Knight in there, so there's like a story going on through everything there. Ilja just won it, so not really anything, just kind of the U.S., open challenge for him there. Becky is going on with Maxine, which has been entertaining, but again, it's not, it's helping elevate Maxine, and I think it's more of a, Maxine, you're busting your ass for us. We see you getting better, so we're going to
You saw she wrestled sick and everything. That's impressive.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I feel like this is more of a, okay, let's see what we got. Julia, I have no idea what the feud is or what is going on with her. AJ and Dragon Lee just got the tag team titles. Not going to go into that. And then for Wyatt 6, I put Halloween Horror Nights.
There you go.
I mean, that's like, but also what I did find out recently, and thoughts and prayers going out to the Rotunda family, is Bo Dallas's dad. Apparently, if you saw the news today, apparently he had a heart attack a while ago, and he's been working back up and is in a rehab facility. So that's just 2 years after he lost. We lost Bray, he lost Bray. So I think now it kind of puts a thing on where Bo Dallas has been a lot of his time here. Because even Barry Windham went on a podcast the other day, which started this whole thing, because he said that Mike Rotunda was in hospice. And he was like, he's not in hospice, he's in a rehab facility. So the family came out today and changed that there. But again, I don't feel like, again, it's Halloween Horror Nights. And Sammy says, Mr. Iguana costume is just awesome, but I lost on Sean's costume. I am just a poor, broke podcaster. That's all I am. Poor, broke podcaster here.
It's just terrible because I wasn't going to dress up until Sean mentioned it last week. And then all of a sudden,
we made a bet that I would have to wear Mr. Iguana today if they won, because for some reason you thought Mr. Iguana and La Parka were going to beat Javon Evans and Leon Slater.
They should have.
Oh my goodness!
It's Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't any other live premium event, then absolutely, I agree. Mr. Iguana and La Parka should not have won. And actually, to be honest with you, I felt like we'll talk about Halloween Havoc in a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
I don't want to go into it because you're gonna upset La Yesta right here, bro.
Yeah, calm down, La Yesta. He looks mad at me. He looks like he's snarling at me.
He's upset. He's upset because I lost. I'll talk. You'll interview me about that match because I'll tell you what I really feel about that match.
Okay, we'll have a Mr. Iguana possibly interview here in a few minutes, apparently. Yeah. But I think the best storyline, as you said, is the Dom one right now, because Dom is so damn entertaining. Although the second one would have to be the vacant title right now to see if they can, what they do with it going forward. That makes it intriguing because this is what I wonder. Does Triple H have the balls on Saturday Night Main Event
to screw over CM Punk again?
To screw over the fans.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is this. What if Braun Breaker and LA Knight get involved, and now we go to Survivor or whatever, and it's a 4-way for the heavyweight title? Instead of just putting it on Jay or CM, you have Braun Breaker come out, then you bring in LA Knight and everything else. Now you got the intrigue of taking it to the pay-per-view instead of just giving it, oh, here we go, Saturday Night Main Event. I don't know if they have the balls to do that, because will people tune back into, well, the next one they definitely will, because that's going to be seen as the last one. But after that, would they tune back in to Saturday Night Main Event knowing that you might get the screw finish?
Well, we could. I don't think he's gonna do it. Because I don't think it would make sense to leave the belt vacant for such a long period of time. This is not AEW where they don't like to show the belt, I
know that, but does it matter? Like, oh, so you put on CM Punk for just so somebody has it on their shoulder?
Well, obviously CM Punk or Jey Uso has earned the right to wear that belt. If CM Punk won his match, and then obviously Jey Uso won the elimination little rumble match
Yeah.
that they did.
But it
So
just feels like that with what was said on Monday Night Raw when Braun was like, "Why aren't we doing more?" and and Paul Heyman said, "Because Adam Pearce already doesn't want us, around. Basically, he's there's a reason." There was a funny thing that came out too about the reason why reported sources saying they didn't want Braun and Bronson Reed out there because they felt that they would get cheered because they took out Seth Rollins
that's stupid.
at the Battle Royal. That's a supposed report. We'll believe that when I see it, but it is what it is. But it's interesting to see if they do that, and then also at the same time creating that story between Heyman and Braun Breaker in the way that this is somebody I won't be able to control.
I mean, look, man, at the end of the day, if they're not going to give the belt to any of those guys, then I know who they need to give the belt to, and that is none other than Mr. Iguana.
Ay, adiós mío.
Oh, ¿quiere hablar en español? We can talk in Spanish.
Yeah, sí, poquito. Oh boy. All right, let's move on. Did you hear the AEW's new slogan?
The same one that they've been preaching all since they started the company?
No, it's now where wrestlers work.
Oh.
They did an office thing with.
Oh, that was good actually. I like that.
With Hobbs on the thing and
on the laptop.
Thekla crawling around. It's pretty interesting.
That was creative. That was creative.
It is. I just don't get why they put where wrestlers work.
Well, every wrestler works. That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying. I guess they're trying to take a jab at WWE because they do the entertainment part more than. But you still have guys and gals over there busting their ass working.
True.
I mean, it's like I almost feel like now it's like now you're trying to hit at the talent more than the office. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it also feels like they were kind of biting off like an ESPN. You know those ESPN commercials back in the day when it kind of felt like they were doing that as well. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like a cheap shot. Yeah. But I will say this. I mean, the slogan kind of sucks because you're right. They both work. I mean, they're both doing their job, And even if you're only doing entertainment, that's still part of their job. That's not everybody is skillful enough to go ahead and be able to act out and make it convincing to the fans and have people invested on it. Yeah. So why are you hating? Like, again, AEW, Tony Khan, sometimes he's just taking shots for no apparent reason, bro. Like, just handle your business, have your wrestling stories, your wrestlers do their thing. And again, I like the idea of the whole,
we're the best wrestler. I thought was good. That's fine.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, because I take a shot at the whole company. But now you say where wrestlers work. So what you're saying, the ones over there don't work?
Yeah, it's like
it's just like, I mean, the best wrestler, you can argue back and forth who the best is. I get it because WWE handcuffs a lot of their guys and gals for reasons because they don't want to have half a roster on injured reserve going into a TV taping. Things like that. There's reasons. But it's odd to say where wrestlers work. Like, so you're saying they're not working over there? It's just odd to me. Like, it feels like you're taking a shot now at the talent more than the office. When you say the best wrestler, it's still a shot kind of at but it depends on what your wrestling style is. If you're like your Will Ospreays and stuff like that, then you're going to be AEW. I'm sorry to tell you.
But Will Ospreay's hurt right now, bro.
No, exactly, because of the way he wrestles. But it is. I hate to say it that way because I love watching him wrestle, man. He's awesome. It's amazing.
I thought you were going to say you love how I wrestle.
No. You're possibly Mr. Iguana. I mean, and Mr. Iguana, buddy, they messed up a lot during that match on Halloween Havoc too.
I didn't mess up.
I mean,
they
messed
up.
You didn't catch the iguana when they threw it to you and you're flipping in the air. You were supposed to catch the iguana.
They didn't throw the iguana. They didn't throw La Yesca properly at me. Okay. Well, like I told you, we'll have this conversation when you finally want to interview me.
All right. All right, so let's go. The last topic before we get into Halloween Havoc and our Saturday night main event picks. Jade Cargill. She turns heel
Another
on
one.
SmackDown. Did WWE make the right decision?
Well, I don't know, man. I'm 50-50 on this one because I feel like Jade Cargill, she had a decent run, but they never gave her the belt as a baby. And she's never lost to fans. The fans have always been supporting her. I think what she gets criticized more is more of her in-ring work and obviously her mic skills. Similar to Jey Uso, right? Jey Uso messes up a lot in his mic. That last promo on Monday night was terrible from Jey Uso. But did they really need to go ahead and make her a heel? I don't know, man. But she was a good heel in AEW for a while. So I feel that she could carry that heel persona and maybe elevate it. But is it gonna make a big difference for her in WWE right now? I don't know, man. I don't think so. I mean, I know she's always been pictured as, hey, like Storm, right? Like big and strong, and nobody can beat her. What do you do now as a heel? Like same concept. The only difference is like now she's pissed even more. So I don't know. I mean, are they trying to set a Storm, or are they trying to set us maybe possibly Jean Grey? You don't know who Jean Grey is. Okay, you obviously don't watch X-Men. Okay,
I've told you this. You act like it's a surprise. I told you. I know comics, man. No comics here.
he doesn't watch X-Men.
I told you I didn't watch none of that, either DC or Marvel. Like I don't even know what the difference between them are.
Oh
I
my
know,
God, Jesus Christ. Blasphemous indeed, sir.
Let me tell you something. This was the refreshing part that Jade needed.
What?
And the fact that they highlighted the cut and put red on it so that when they did that camera angle and she's beating her down and you just see the red cut, that was where it split her wide open. Perfect. This is the refreshing thing she needed. And going into Saturday night main event, I will give you my pick because hopefully they put that match on there. I think it's already on there. And I think her return as a heel is setting up a bigger face return.
Are you talking about Bianca Belair?
I am.
If they should have made somebody a heel, it should be Bianca Belair.
No, you can't. Bianca, no.
Why not?
Because she's got that nice everyday person vibe to her, man.
I don't know
if she could go into it like, I don't know if she can turn that off, man. Maybe she can. But to me, she feels like she's just that type of person that's just like you want to be around. It's just like you everything just vibes into her.
I mean, again, man, for me, Jade Cargill, I don't think it makes her or breaks her being a heel. I don't think it's a new, fresh breath of fresh air for her. Something's going on with you where you want everybody to become a heel, because you were saying the same thing about Cody, that Cody needs to freaking lose a belt.
They need to refresh it. Yes, you need to refresh some characters.
I don't
doing the same stuff. That's, again, it worked back in the day with John Cena. It doesn't work in today's wrestling. People get stale. People don't. You're going to have your fans that love you no matter what. But the problem nowadays is the days of your, Ricky Steamboat never turning heel and things like that is like, it just doesn't happen, man. Now, I'm not saying they got to turn full-fledged heel. You could be a tweener, I guess, if you want to.
That's what they did with her. Well, they made her a full-fledged heel. That's what they did with her.
No, she's full-fledged heel. But, again, the fans can make you what they want. Again, your fans are always going to be there. Whether you're, again, look what happened with Hangman Page, where he thought he was right. The fans that liked him thought he was right. Everybody else didn't. It's like MJF and all those other characters. The fans are going to go with what they want to go with. To me, she needed a refreshment, a new refreshing aura around her. This was what she needed.
I mean, again, I don't think she needed it. I don't think it's gonna make her or break her. I still think she's gonna have the same feud with Tiffany, and I wouldn't even be surprised if Tiffany beats her
Oh
again.
God, if they do that, I might not watch SmackDown anymore.
I mean, look what
I'm
they're
just,
doing
I'll
with.
give you that answer of who I think should win. That's just like, I mean, the Tiffany's run. Not saying it's her fault, but they didn't help her out at all, man. It's been stale.
Um, it's been okay.
What was her big win? What was her big title defense? Tell me.
Trish Stratus,
Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania?
Charlotte Flair, WrestleMania too. Yeah.
And then what happened after that? Again, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you go from those two back to back to nothing. You're back with Nia. You're back. Like, come on, man. It falls on the creative in a way, but it's like.
But who do you want them to put against her then? That's gonna make her, because she did beat Jade Cargo already. She did beat her.
Yeah. No, but that made sense. I thought they were going to do the turn earlier with Jade. I don't know if she got hurt or what, but it was odd because she beat Jade and now it's been a month or two, and now Jade comes back for revenge.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like.
I think what kind of hurt Tiffany too is the fact that Naomi got hurt. So I mean, Naomi eventually went to Monday Night, but then you kind of had to divert that whole Jade Cargo, Naomi, Bianca Belair storyline and kind of switch it all for Jade Cargo, and then put her immediately over to try to challenge for Tiffany's belt. I think that was the issue. I think that's why it was just it's been kind of lackluster when you put Tiffany against Jade Cargo. But again, it's not helping right now that she is going up against people like Kiana James. That match made no sense.
No, it didn't. It
But
was a match just to get to the ending. Really,
she loses to Stephanie Valkyrie again, downgrading her as well. Like, you're making her weak.
Downgrade her because it's her first loss of 2025. But I understand what you're saying. It didn't help her run as a champion. The fact that she lost that match, it didn't help.
So here's her record. I pulled her up. It says WWE Women Triple Threat match. Tiffany defeats Jade Cargo and Nia Jax. That's when she won the belt. Then she went ahead and they ran it back. I guess they must have ran it back the next day. And then Tiffany beat. Oh no, it keeps giving me the same match. Tiffany went against no, I keep saying Tiffany and Jade Cargo. I don't know why I keep saying that. So they fought in SmackDown on 9/12.
Yeah, there's a couple times they fought, but then like Nia interfered and never was a finish. So they just kept like trying to finish the match each week, and it never finished for some reason.
They kept putting her on here. So she did fight. So she's fought Nia Jax. She's fought Jade Cargo thousands of times already. I don't know, man. I guess that's maybe why they made her a heel, because I mean she's been kicking her ass.
Not only that, too, as a heel, you know what's going to help with Jade?
What?
She doesn't have to work anymore as much as, selling injuries and things like that. Now she's going to be the one kicking ass instead of getting ass kicked every once in a while.
Well, that's true. Yeah, because she'll always get, and she's not that good at selling either. She kind of struggles in that aspect.
Yeah, it just doesn't come across as authentic when she sells.
Yeah,
she's gotten a lot better, but it's still not as authentic as, you don't really think that she's hurt. And maybe it's because of her build or whatever. You just think that, okay, yeah, all right, whatever.
I mean, her build makes her like, hey, again, she had a run as a heel in AEW, and it went well for her over there. So maybe it does elevate her. But I think right now, after looking at how many times she's fought in Tiffany Stratton and how many times she's lost against Tiffany Stratton, it makes sense to make her.
Yeah, but does that have the live shows and everything on it, or that's not TV?
Probably not. It's not TV. The only ones that have been on TV was there was one where it was on SmackDown, 9/26. It was a triple threat. Tiffany defeats Jade Cargo and Nia Jax. And then there was another SmackDown on 9/12, Tiffany versus Jade Cargo, and it was a double count out on that one.
Yeah.
And then all the other ones they looked like they were house shows. They were
Okay.
they
Okay.
were like a
Yeah.
couple of house shows, and then you also had there was a dark yeah, dude, but actually on 8/15/2025, she defeated Jade Cargill again. So
Mhm.
she's beating her 3 times on SmackDown already.
Well,
Wow.
no, there's a double count out. I don't know if all of them were actually finishes.
I don't know.
8
But
minutes loves your look.
oh, of course, sure. Dude, I am the Mr. Iguana. In a couple of minutes, Sean is going to question what happened to me at Halloween Havoc. And I'm going to explain it to you guys because I feel like we got cheated. Me and La Parca did a hell of a job out there, and we just got screwed over. La Yesca was pissed. I was pissed, but I made it here.
Leyeska's probably pissed because you
Oh,
threw her on the ground 12 times. There she goes again.
La Yesca just fell.
Wait a minute. The back of your head's not painted green?
Everything is painted green, sir.
Mr. Iguana. Oh, I don't think so. I just saw you look to the side. I didn't see green.
Sir, at least I dressed up. Where's your mask?
What are you talking about? I'm the world's brokest podcaster right here.
Terrible. And you're the one who asked us to dress up. And look,
First off, I never said anything. I said I would dress up as Mr. Iguana if your pick came true because your pick was so dumb.
my pick was not dumb. It made
Yes, it was.
sense. We're
No.
going to talk about it when you
Yeah,
interview
well, see,
me.
when you
about
make picks, they got to make dollars, not cents. That's your problem.
that. Wow. Shots fired.
That's your problem.
Wow.
All right,
that was
let's
a low
get
blow.
into the great show that was Halloween Havoc.
Yes, please. I got to explain to the fans what happened out there, bro. Can I go? Or which one? What we're going to talk about first? We don't have to
You know
talk
what?
about my match.
Because this guy is here and he's possibly Mr. Iguana. He opened the card with a great match between Javon Evans, Leon Slater, La Parca, and possibly this Mr. Iguana. So, Mr. Iguana, what actually happened and why did your team come up on the short end of the stick?
Well, first and foremost, if you look at that match, we dominated that match. We were actually the high flyers out there, if you noticed it. My partner, La Parca, was doing a hell of a job out there. We dominated him. There's no reason why Javon Evans and Slater should have beaten us. But there was some miscommunication. They wanted to mess with La Yesca. When you mess with La Yesca, the problem is it distracts me. But look, there was one point in time when you remember the scene where they both came out and I poked them and I did with La Yesca, everything was favoring us. And then WWE just screws us over because we're not technically part of WWE in their main. We're not NXT. We're AAA, man. They don't want AAA people to win the belt. So, or I'm not the belt, but they don't want us to win because then we could challenge for the belt. So we got screwed over, man. That was the thing. And the worst thing about it is that it's Halloween Havoc. We are dressed up. Was Javon Evans dressed up? Did Leon Slater have any costume? No, they don't. La Parca looked great out there. Did you see La Parca's skills? He looked amazing. And myself, I look awesome all the time. And for them to disrespect us this way and go ahead and just take away this match when we, both La Parca and myself, we were dressed up for the actual title of the live premium event. It was called Halloween Havoc. That's what we're dressed as. We're dressed as Halloween costumes. We do it on a regular basis, but we live up to the name of the actual premium live event. So we got screwed over, Sean. Whether you like it or not, whether you thought it was the right decision or not, we got screwed. I don't appreciate it. And I feel like myself and La Parca should get a rematch. And we will get a rematch eventually. I don't know when, but they'll give us a rematch. And I want Javon Evans and Leon Slater to come to AAA for the rematch. We don't need to go to NXT. We have no business going out there. They're always going to cheat us. So come to AAA and we'll handle business in AAA.
Thank you, possibly Mr. Iguana, for that great response.
Yes, thank you for having me on the show.
All right. In the second match, Ethan Page and El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. Ethan Page wins, keeps the North American Championship. It was a Day of the Dead match, and I thought it was a pretty decent match. The ripping of the mask.
That was disrespectful, man.
There's a lot of there's some things to where I remember back in the day, like if that happened, it was like a moment where like you had towels coming in to cover their faces. You couldn't tell what color hair they had, you know? And now it's like commonplace, just ripping the mask and all that stuff. But Ethan Page does continue on. This one, I think we know where this is leading.
Wait, hold on a second. Give me a minute to explain here, because I spoke to El Hijo de Wagner Jr.
So you're speaking for all the AAA guys.
Sir, I'm part of Triple H. Did you forget?
Mr. Iguana. I heard you had some comments with, what's his name? Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. What did he tell you?
El Hijo de Dr. Wagner Jr. told me that what Ethan Page did to him was disrespectful. And the reason he fell short was because he was concerned that eventually the mask was going to fall off, to the point that will reveal his face. Actually revealed that he had hair. So it was very, very crucial, and it's a very big disrespect here in Mexico that they do something like that to us. So El Hijo de Wagner Jr. will be eventually, I don't know when, but he told me he's going to go ahead and challenge Ethan Page again. And when they run it back, he's going to make sure he knows who El Hijo de Wagner Jr. is. Screw you, Ethan Page. Why they keep doing this? Why does NXT and WWE keep doing this to us in AAA? Like, if you're gonna have us always lose in these live premiere events, don't ask us to go. The crowd, I don't want to go back, but did you hear the crowd when I came out? The crowd was going insane. The people wanted Mr. Iguana and La Parka to win. The people wanted Ethan Page to lose. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Mr. Iguana, La Yesca, do you get it?
No, he doesn't get it.
It's
better when you shake your head too. It's better when you guys are opposite. That was good stuff. The NXT Women's North American Championship. Zarya defended for Sol Ruca. Blake Monroe gets the win over Zarya.
They got that one right, bro.
They look, this is the only thing I thought of. And it was funny because when she runs Zarya into the steel pole, I was like, was that the turn? And it's like, oh no, she just popped her shoulder back into place. And you know what's sad is I had that done to me once. Same thing.
It hasn't happened to me at AAA.
No, not at AAA, huh? No.
No. I have gone ahead and busted my ass when I climbed the ropes, but never have I gone to the pole like that.
Yeah. So
pop my shoulder now.
Again, I thought Zarya might keep the title or would win the title just for the fact that then she could turn around and kind of rub it in. Because I don't know who they're going to turn face, who's going to stay face, or who's going to go heel. But Zarya and Sol Ruca are heading to a big blow up soon. You saw it last night. She drops the speed title. Zarya storms off. But again, I think they got it right with the Blake Monroe. Either way they went with it, there was going to be some interesting stories coming out of it. So I don't think they could have went wrong. But I thought you had a longer, better story right away with Zarya and Sol Ruca. But I also don't know what the injury is, if there is an injury to Sol Ruca.
It seemed like it's a work.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sketchy. And you're right. I think that was the best way to get the titles away from Sol Ruca and not hurt her, because she didn't get pinned. So it was the right move. And I do feel that Mariah May is going to do a phenomenal job as the North American champion. And I think she's going to have a hell of a run. And then it's going to catapult her eventually to then go after the NXT Women's World Championship belt.
Yeah, I can see that. I like the way, again, it's one of those things where you're slow rolling her into this, but she's also picking up a lot of the WWE way, which is a little different than AEW. Not a lot, but there's things WWE doesn't let you get away with that AEW did. So there's things that she needs to still get, but she's got the entertainment aspect of it. That entrance
is amazing.
It's tremendous, man. Tremendous.
She's doing a great job in that. And I will say this. I feel like this is going to elevate her, man. I really feel like I don't think she's gonna last that long in the NXT world. I think they're gonna move her
Yeah.
very quickly
You know
because
what's
she is
funny?
what?
Sorry, I was gonna say. Normally, I would say you're wrong. I think they keep her in NXT for a while, but with the way TKO's doing and with the contracts, meaning money has got to be spent wisely. I think you're right. I don't think she's there. She might not be there long enough to capture the NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah, I, at the end of the day, it makes sense for her to get elevated quickly because the talent and the skill
Yes.
and just the aura, right? The aura of this woman is just amazing, man. She is smoking hot. Mr. Iguana and Layeska both approve of Blake Monroe, aka I like calling her Mariah May. I think that's the right name. Even though she went on record to say that she regrets using her real name as a wrestler. That's one of the reasons why she's happy to be Blake Monroe. But
Yeah.
I think they did a hell of a job. I think they made the right decision on that one. And I can't wait to see where and how far she elevates that North American belt. Very good job by
I agree
NXT
with
in
you.
that one.
I agree with you. And I have faith in Shawn Michaels to make that run better than what it would be probably on your SmackDown to Raw.
Yep.
You had the NXT Women's Championship. JC Jane went in as champion. Tatum Paxley leaves as champion. I think that was more of a fan's choice. And
do you think they got it wrong? Did they get it right or wrong for you?
I don't think they got it wrong. I just don't know that. Like, here's the interesting thing with Tatum Paxley. Last night you saw it, right? She comes out and she does the spin the wheel for her opponent. It's Lola Vice, and I was like, oh my God, Izzy Dame is going to turn on her here, and Lola Vice. This is how they get the title on Lola Vice without Lola Vice beating JC Jane, in a way, is what I thought. And then now they flipped it around to where now they're going to end up being teammates in a 6-women tag next week. I don't know that they got it wrong because this allows JC Jane to be what she second is best at, and that's being the whiner and complainer. I don't know if you saw even on the Deadline poster, they have Mariah May and who's the other one on there? There's two women, and then she sends out the X today with X's on their face, and she's like, "Oh, you got 2 blonde bimbos on there, and I carried the company for half the year on my back, and I'm not even on the poster." You know what I'm saying? So I think there's going to be more intricates into this. And I'm interested to see that because I think JC Jane, as far as being, hurt that she lost the title and everything else, I think it'll be very interesting because, again, Colin got sent to the back, Fatal Influence got sent to the back, and then in the end, everybody came back out, and then that allowed Tatum Paxley to get the win. So technically, it's not a clean win over JC Jane either. So,
So for me, man, I think they got this completely wrong, bro. I really feel that Tatum Paxley, it's a fan favorite, but you saw her first defense, the way she reacted, the first thing when she came out, she just doesn't look like she's supposed to be the NXT Women's Heavyweight Champion. She doesn't look like it, man. And look, I don't want to disrespect Tatum Paxley because
sounds like you do.
AAA here, we at AAA respect everybody, and I know the work because I put the grind day in and day out. But it feels like for me, it's gonna be hard to say this, and I'm sorry if you're gonna go ahead and tag me on this, but she's not a heavyweight, figure wrestler in my opinion. I don't think she comes even close. I feel like it's not. She I know she's been in NXT for a while now, and it's great. It was a good story. I thought she should have lost the belt last night, but man, I don't see her as the right face to be holding on to the NXT Women's Championship. Maybe she'll change it around.
I don't know that she's going to be a champion for long. I think she's a transitional champion, but I think it was the right decision to get the belt off JC Jane to allow her to start being more of the.
She was a whiner already with the belt. It didn't matter.
But now it's going to be even more because now she has everything to complain about. When's she going to get the rematch? Why doesn't she have a belt? Why isn't she on the poster? Why isn't she this? Why isn't she that? It's endless now.
I don't know, man. I don't know if that was the right call, man. I really feel that JC Jane kind of took a back step to this, man. To lose to Tatum Paxley, that's kind of weak, bro.
Let me see who the next champion is, because I think it's going to be a heel, which is why they want to put the title on Tatum Paxley, so that JC Jane didn't have to face a heel. Is my thinking.
But okay, so let me ask you this, because JC Jane, she had a pretty good run, and I felt she got elevated after she became the champion. You know, beating Stephanie Valkyrie was a very big thing in her, and I think she carried herself really well. She proved it.
100%. 100%. And maybe they're hoping this will happen with Tatum Paxley. It's the same. Their stories are so much the same. The Tatum Paxley and JC Jane stories are almost running like this, with injuries, with being in it for 4 years, with fighting, with no one really thinking you were that person because you were always, a third in a group and everything else. And then now both of them had the chance to run the company, to be the face of the women's division.
But again, do you feel that Tatum Paxley can be the face of the women's division, in your opinion?
I think, look, if they write it correctly, she could. I mean, she's not going to be, she's not going to be Jordan Grace. She's not going to be. She should have never. She couldn't.
I
keep saying Mariah May, but
Blake Monroe.
Blake Monroe. She's not going to be those. That's not her.
She should have never. Gimmick. She should have beaten. So. She should not beat Lola Vice. Lola Vice is better than her, unfortunately. But
I think Lola Vice should have won the belt in her hometown. I think she should have gotten the title in Fort Lauderdale.
I agree.
But, so.
And think about that. They preferred to put the belt on Tatum Paxley than Lola Vice. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, because that goes to show you that they feel like Tatum Paxley is a bigger draw than Lola Vice. And in my opinion, I don't know about all that, because Lola Vice she doesn't have a group behind her. She can hold herself.
But I'm not going to say they chose her. Maybe the story, it's better for it to go on Tatum to drop it quickly than to go on Lola to drop it quickly. I won't go that route. Let me see how this plays out. I won't go that route yet. But if it plays out and they do keep it on Tatum for a long period of time, then yes, they chose Tatum over Lola Vice. Yes.
I'm shocked that Tatum Paxley won. Shocked. And for her to have won it and then still retained it yesterday, very, very surprised. And again, it looks like
she didn't pin and no pins.
I understand that, but I know they got involved. But let me ask you this. The next fight seems to be a rematch all over again. Doesn't it? Who's the next opponent for Tatum Paxley? It has to be JC Jane. That's it.
We'll have to figure it out. I mean, that's what I honestly think Izzy Dame is going to be the one that ends up taking the title from her. Because again, she left her name off the wheel, and Sean Spears said, "Hey, her name's." She's like, "Oh, because we're friends, we won't fight each other." So I think what they should do, if again, this is my thinking, you have this the 6 women tag match going on, and Izzy Dame pins JC Jane somehow, whatever it's going to be. Lola Vice could hit her finish. Izzy Dane could even throw Lola Vice out of the ring to get the pin. And then Izzy Dane could say, I should get a title shot because I just beat the former champion.
Then you're trying to break the calling then.
It's going away. Calling's gone. I looked at it. I thought they were going to turn on her at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think that would have been better if they would have done it at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, and kept JC James the champion. That's another way you could have gone. I mean, again, I'll wait, let it play out and see. But if it is a long-term thing on Tatum Paxley, then I will backtrack and say not a great idea. Because
fair enough.
To me, that should have been Lola Vice if you're going to do long-term. Because I think Lola would have been better as a champion long-term.
Again, I feel that Shawn Michaels made a mistake. He gave victories to people who didn't deserve it.
Oh, especially in this next match.
Go for it.
Dark State beats the Hardys in a broken rules match. I get it. Whatever you do, how do you take the titles off the Hardys when you could line up the next match being Leon Slater and Javon Evans against the Hardys? Instead, it's them against the Dark State. The Dark State? Really?
You're upset about that? How dare you disrespect me? You have. I'm in your show today. Okay.
Possibly.
That could have been.
Possibly you're on my show.
That could have been.
You're on our show, actually.
That could have
Myself
been
and Frankie Fresco's show.
That could have been the Hardy Boys against La Parca and me, myself, Mr. Iguana with La Yesca going for those belts. The disrespect again. The disrespect by the WWE going
First
ahead
off,
and cheating.
Mr. Iguana, I didn't even choose you last week, okay? I'll tell you straight to your face. You see that glare on your sunglasses? That's me telling you I did not pick you in La Parca.
Yeah, I know you're disrespectful, and yet I still had the decency to come to your show.
You did. You did.
That is class from
yes,
my
it is
end.
class and dedication, sir. Thank you so much.
But they keep getting things wrong. They got the first match wrong. They got the Blake Monroe match correct. They got the Ethan Page wrong, screwing over my boy, Elijah Wagner Jr.
Yeah.
And then the Hardy Boys losing
Yeah.
to the Dark State,
Yeah.
who
The
sucks.
Dark State, man. I hate those guys.
I don't like those guys. You know what? As a matter of fact, if we don't get a rematch with Javon Evans and Leon Slater, give me those guys.
Yeah.
We need the belts.
All right. You want the Dark State now. Okay, Mr. Iguana, possibly.
Yes, Cruz.
And then in the main event, Ricky Saints, Trick Williams. I mean,
Another disrespect out there, bro.
Ugh.
That was a rough match, man. I wasn't too fond of that match, to be honest with you.
I didn't like it. I mean,
It was bad.
like, and then to bring it back last night to where now it's a last man standing match. It's like I don't get where it's going, man. It's like,
Do you get me now that this pay-per-view made absolute or premium live event? A lot of the winners were incorrect. Like
I wouldn't say a lot of them. I think they got two of them wrong.
Yeah, the one with me and La Parca and the one with the
no.
Hardy Boys.
The Ricky Saints, Trick Williams, if they were going to run it back like this, it should have been ended with some kind of stupid craziness, dumb thing there. It shouldn't have been a clean pin. And the Dark State should not be anywhere near anything that says tag team titles.
Yeah, because Mr. Iguana and La Parca
And I'm holding Grace on JC Jane and Tatum Paxley. So three possibly bad decisions.
4 bad decisions.
No, three.
4, because Ethan Page should have lost. The Hardy Boys should have won. JC Jane should have won. Me and La Parca should have won. That's 4. And I told you I wanted Trick Williams. I think Tricky was really good. He had his moment. He was representing TNA for a while. He lost the belt. He needed the belt. And you're going to run it back because now all of a sudden Ricky Saints. And I know Ricky Starks, man. Screw Ricky Saints. That's why he won, because he has a gay-ass name like that. Sorry. Mr. Iguana is getting a little bit upset. Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't be saying those things. I just feel at the end of the day, it just made it. I think the belt should have never. I don't think Ricky Saints should have ever won the belt, man. I think he should have been chasing for the belt. He should have been chasing for that belt more than being. I don't think he needed it, bro. And the problem is now they're running it back, and I think it's gonna get stale, bro. I'm not like too fun. I wasn't fun about this match.
The only way this match should end is if they're doing it. Trick Williams loses this match, and then they move him up to the main roster. Yeah. If they keep him to NXT and he loses this match. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, you're kind of pushing him back, man, because he lost the TNA belt, and now you lose twice to Ricky Saints.
Yeah.
That's bad, man. I think it and you want to know something? Trick Williams was the face of NXT, but it looks like more and more that, and they tried that heel turn for him, and it worked for a minute, but now it's like back losses. I don't know if he could take that, man. Unless you're right, they move him out of there and they put him in the main roster.
Got to be moving him out, man. There's no way to set up for last man standing. That's like a final thing. It's over. Like, he couldn't get another shot until Ricky Saints loses the belt. And to be honest, who's the next person in line for Ricky Saints? Like, if Obafemi's probably moving up, Trick Williams moves up. Who you got?
You're looking at them.
All right, let's talk about Saturday night main event. Let's just move on over to Saturday night's main event. All right, Mr. Iguana, possibly. Dominic Mysterio, Rusev, Penta, Intercontinental title match. Who you got?
This was hard because, Dom is not AAA originally, but he has the heart of a Mexican. And he has been representing AAA wrestling very strong. And he's one of the compadres now. So, in my eyes, I find it that Penta and Rusev will beat each other up, and my boy Dom will find a way to sneak in there and get the pin and win. So I say Dom Mysterio wins it.
Yeah, I mean, look, if they're saying what is true about the PLE, Dom's got to retain, right? Somebody by hook or crook, and that's what's been perfect for him lately is the lying, cheating, and stealing. I'm just wondering, what do they do to get this to have him win this one? I want to see how good they can work this up, how he pulls this one off. That to me is the only thing I'm looking forward to in this match.
Well, do you think a Grande Americano is going to get involved in one way or the other? I mean, they got involved yesterday. I mean, on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, but now it costs them to put them in this match. So, I mean, it seems like they're going that way. I just don't know. I almost feel like they're setting up for, at one point, El Grande Americano to not help Dom, and then it'll be a AAA mega title match, Dom versus El Grande Americano.
Well, El Grande Americano and Dom Mysterio are teaming up to go at, they're challenging El Hijo de Vikingo and the other guy, the Dragon guy.
Dragon Lee?
Dragon Lee. So because that match was
I'm not
already
saying
scheduled.
it's going to be like tomorrow or anything, but I feel like they're setting up this partnership to where it ends up souring at some point, and then they'll end up fighting each other.
And I apologize that I don't know that Dragon Lee's name. He's not part of AAA. He's just been wheezing his way into our federation, so we don't appreciate it. So that's why.
Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill.
Tiffany got beat down really bad, man, by Jade Cargill. Typically, what does that mean? That means Tiffany should pull it off. But that knee, all of a sudden, could play a big part in that match. Oh, man, this one's hard, but I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to say Jade Cargill wins it. I say that she finally goes over the hump, and I think she wins it, especially since they turned her heel.
Yeah.
I feel that she's going to win it, and then now you're going to see Jade Cargill go on a run, and let's see if she can have a better run than Tiffany Stratton.
You know what? I agree with you. I think Jade Cargill will win this match, but I don't think it's in the... I think she comes out and just dominates. Like, she takes her knee first. Not that she just, but it takes the injured portion of Tiffany and stays on it and then just goes in for the win. Where Tiffany might get one move, maybe go up to do the prettiest moonsault ever and hit the knee wrong and then crash on the mat and then get the Jade Cargill finisher for the win.
Now, let me ask you something.
I'm going Jade Cargill.
Let me ask you something.
Yep.
Is there a possibility that Bianca Belair might get involved in this match and cost?
That's something. I mean, no, again, because what I thought would happen is once she does that, then she stays on Tiffany until Bianca's music hits. So then that way Jade becomes the champion, and then Tiffany, sets up and Tiffany can take some time off or whatever, and they can figure out what to do with her. But you know what? I mean, I guess that is another option too.
Yeah, it depends on what WWE wants. If they want to keep the belt on Tiffany or if they want to move it to Jade and then all of a sudden line up Jade versus Bianca. If Bianca's coming back. I mean, I don't know what's the status on her. Is she officially coming back?
Honestly, I have no clue. Honestly, I don't know anything. The last I heard was that her finger was still having issues, like nerve thing where it wasn't. But The other thing that I know is that a finger's not going to stop you necessarily. I mean, you're not needing, you're grabbing a rope, you're not, but I mean, again, I don't know if it's doing anything else to her hand either or whatever. So again, I don't know that she will. It just seems very odd that all of a sudden you bring Jade back as this monster heel if you don't have a baby face to confront her.
Yeah, because if you put Nia Jax on her, Nia Jax is a heel.
Yeah. I mean, there's no.
Who else is another woman in the SmackDown roster that could challenge Jade Cargill as like Jade being the heel and a baby? There's nobody out there, right?
Oh, well, no, I don't know.
Because you got Zelina is dark right now.
No, Bailey's over at Raw, so that's not even there.
Lyra Valkyria's in Raw. Flair and Bliss is already tag team.
Yeah, I mean that would be the only. I mean, you could maybe throw Charlotte in there, but then what is it for? Yeah. She's got the tag team titles right now, so.
Dude, there really is it. I mean, obviously, the only one that they could probably throw on a SmackDown is this girl. She's always fighting. Oh, or you know what? Maybe they could give Chelsea Green a run.
Yeah, I mean it would be a different thing. Like it'd be
because Chelsea Green is kind of one of those like middle of the pack. You know, she's good people, but she's like a baby and she's a heel at the same time.
Yeah, because she's of her entertainment level. Yeah, but I don't know, man. I don't know if she'll get it though.
It'll be tough. I'm trying. You know who I'm thinking about that they'll definitely stick her on whatchamacallit on like a SmackDown to just take a beat down. What is she always fights against? Chelsea Green. What is her name? I'm having a train of thought. Is it Mia Yim? No. Is it
B-Fab?
No, not B. Why B-Fab sucks? No.
Trying to think like those ones that she had to fight. She had the trash can match with Chelsea. That was Mia Yim.
That's her. Is that her name? Mia Yim? No, Michin. That's who it is.
Oh, Michin. Yeah, I forgot.
Michin would be the one. Michin would be the one that they'll probably stick her to fight against Jade Cargill on a random SmackDown. That's who they would put on her. That's who I was thinking about.
Oh, I think Cat for Life jumped on the wrong part of the podcast family. Adrian. That's on the other one. Cat for Life had it. Michin.
There you go, Michin. Yeah, see, he was thinking the same thing. Yeah,
Cat for Life had it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Heavyweight title match: Jey Uso, CM Punk.
You brought it up earlier. Does Triple H have the balls to screw over CM Punk again? I mean, look, man. There's only one person that could screw CM Punk technically, and that was Seth Rollins. Maybe Paul Heyman? I don't know. This one's a tough one. But all signs lead, in my opinion, to CM Punk winning this. And if CM Punk does not win this, and Jey Uso wins it, then the only way Jey Uso wins this is by him turning heel, which is something that I have been preaching now for a couple of weeks that he should have done by now. My only thing is that is Jimmy going to get involved? Maybe Jimmy comes. I mean, I'm trying to think. Jimmy might run out there. Oh, you know what? LA Knight might go out there. Jimmy goes to go save him. Jimmy accidentally kicks Jey Uso, and it allows CM Punk to take the 1, 2, 3 count. I'm going to go with CM Punk, man. I think it's time for CM Punk to be the champion, and there's two guys out there that are going to hold it down in WWE while Seth Rollins is out, while we don't know what the hell Brock Lesnar's doing. Roman Reigns doesn't want to fight. We don't know what Randy Orton's doing. I guess he's probably just chilling. And the two faces are Cody and CM Punk, right? So I'm going to say CM Punk wins this.
You didn't mention a few names. 1, Braun Breaker. 2, Bronson Reed. 3, Paul Heyman. And 4, you mentioned them, but not as getting involved in this match. Roman Reigns.
But why would you bring Roman in there?
What if Roman Reigns came out to help Jey?
Well, remember,
CM Punk.
This is the thing. The last time
he said you listen to Punk too much.
But
You
here's
let that guy get in your head.
But the last time Roman Reigns was in a ring, he lost, and he told Jimmy and Jay, "Butt out."
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
don't
don't
want to
need
see
you
it till
guys.
Christmas.
Exactly.
But
So
maybe that was a ploy.
So for you, it might for you.
Maybe
not for
Bronson
me.
Reed comes out there and he goes to hit Bronson Reed, misses, nails CM Punk. Jey Uso hits the thing, and everybody's yeeting.
Nah, I think the best thing that could happen is CM Punk wins, and then when CM Punk wins, either Roman Reigns comes out, or eventually the next time we get Roman out, he's gonna be challenging for that belt against CM Punk.
I
And
think
that
the
would
best thing that can happen is Triple H says, "Screw you, fans. Screw you, CM Punk. Screw you, Jey
how
Uso.
dare you?
I'm not giving anybody the title tonight."
You like that because they
do.
screwed me and La Parka. That's the reason why
I
you
do.
have these mentality.
That is right. Where's Leyesko? Where's Leyesko?
Oh, Layeska's right here. He's chilling, man.
He's eating. All
I
right.
just put him on the side right here because he's kind of looks kind of
All right.
tired. He's
and for the 12,356th time, Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre.
You know, man, I really want Drew McIntyre to win, bro. Like, I feel like Drew McIntyre deserves that belt, man, and he's been working his ass off like no other. But I don't know if they want to get the belt away from Cody. I feel like Cody's always gonna have the upper hand. And Cody, this whole feud started with Cody saying, "Hey, let's duke it out," because obviously, supposedly, it looks like it was Drew McIntyre who kind of beat down Fatu backstage, and then Cody was like, "Let's scrap," and Cody was the one who initiated this. So if Cody's initiating all this stuff from the beginning, how are you gonna lose to the guy? I got Cody Rhodes, bro.
I got Cody Rhodes too because I think Jimmy Uso gets involved in this match.
Okay.
To fight for his family, and but I think there's going to be a wrinkle. This is a Sean Stanley special right here. So you know it's going to go crazy. I feel like Jimmy helps Cody win the title, right? And then Cody grabs the microphone and he said, "Jimmy, thank you for the help. And by the way, I'm the one that took out Fatu," and gives him the crossroads right there in Saturday Night Main Event because it won't end the show. CM Punk Jey Uso's got to end the show. Right? Oh, let me tell you this. If CM Punk Jey Uso doesn't end the show, then we know nobody's winning the belt.
But hold on, just let me backtrack for a minute. You're saying that Cody's gonna become a heel?
Oh, I want him to be heel so bad, buddy. You know I'm doing all this stuff to do that.
He ain't gonna be no damn heel, man.
No,
He never was. He never wanted to be a heel in AEW. He ain't being a heel.
Calm down. It's coming, buddy. It's coming when you least expect it. Fatu right to the face.
Nope. Absolutely not, sir.
And I got to believe they're going to add one more match probably on SmackDown or something.
I mean, I'm open for Saturday.
Maybe a tag team match at something. I don't know. They got
Exactly. I'm open.
3 singles and the triple threat. There's no tag team. Necessarily. But then if I look at it, who would be the tag team match? Like what would be?
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm available on Saturday.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Me and La Parka. That's the only way WWE can make it up to us. Put us on Saturday Night Main Event. We'll make it happen. We have the crowd falling all over Layeska.
Yeah, you do. Layeska everywhere. Why is he giving me a side eye?
Cause man, you picked against us.
Yeah, I did.
You keep talking crap.
I got
saying
it right
that
too. I won money on it. Thank you.
You keep talking all this crap that Javon Evans and Leon Slater deserve to beat us. I mean, come on, man. What do you expect Layeska to be? Happy that you keep going against us? There's no way, bro. No way.
Wow, what do you think about this? This just came out. Brad Marchand is stepping away from the Panthers to help friend whose daughter died from cancer.
Wow. Oh, talk about the Panthers having a rough time right now, bro.
Yeah.
They're losing players left and right.
But it's early. It's early in the season, so.
I thought you were gonna give me some WWE or AEW breaking news.
No, nothing is broken, man. As far as WWE and AEW, man.
What's the whole situation? I know we already did our picks and everything. What's the whole situation with Devon Dudley and the whole situation with him and AEW? Because I heard that there was some like talk about him and Tony Khan, and
Oh no! Again,
I think he was falling asleep or something backstage.
somebody probably agitated. Um, he just said that he didn't like the way Tony Khan necessarily wrote out the matches and storylines. So he didn't want to be a part of that because he wanted when his sons went in there and Devon just wanted to be a producer, and Tony Khan wanted him to wrestle. And he was like, no, I don't want to wrestle anymore. I want to produce, and I don't want to be a wrestler. And then he just didn't like the way that some of the again, it's the old school mentality. It's not, matches should be put together maybe a certain way. He didn't like the way that the matches necessarily Tony Khan put together the matches. He said he had nothing against Tony Khan and he always wished him the best, but he didn't like the way they wrote the matches and stuff.
I think that's bullshit, bro.
I don't think it is. I mean, I think everybody's got their own personal. Man.
I think it's bullshit. You want to know why, man? Because all these years, Devon Dudley mentioned that whole time when he said that somebody racially profiled him, and he didn't want to say who it was, and then all of a sudden, he goes and reveals who the person is.
Well, he didn't reveal it. Everybody else around him did.
And he gave all he turned, they named names on him, and he freaking went ahead and said, no, that's not him. No. So what do you expect? And then he went ahead and he admitted that it was JR.
Oh, you mean on the Maven one?
Yeah.
No, they didn't mention anything. They started talking. He talked country-ish, and then Bubba said something, and then Maven said JR. He said, go Boomer Sooners.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he agreed.
Bubba Ray's like, whoa. Yeah, I mean,
and where's JR right
now?
They
knew about it. AEW.
So he's taking a jab at AEW, because if he didn't want to go ahead and say that, he could have kept his mouth shut and he could have never said anything about it. But now, obviously, he was pissed of this whole AEW situation. So he's like, you know what? I'm gonna put even more fire to this to make AEW even more pissed and Tony Khan pissed. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal who's the person who actually went ahead and said the racially profile, and he works in your company. Take that, Tony Khan. So I think shots were fired from both ends. So do I respect Devon Dudley for what he says? I don't know, man. To be honest with you,
but
I can't trust him.
Dude, how do you know how somebody was treated though? Like, we weren't there. You don't know how that was. Listen, racism was rampant in pro wrestling. There's a reason it was in certain regional territories. So for somebody to feel a certain way on how they felt they were, I'm not jumping into that. But here's what Devon said. Here's exactly what he said. I was looking to become a producer. I wasn't looking to become a wrestler. And the only reason why my agent even contacted him was because of the fact that I had left WWE and I still wanted to do the agent role. But my sons were there at the time, and I was going to try to do anything I could to help my sons out. I expressed to Tony that I didn't want to wrestle. He kept trying to push it. He would have loved me to go out there and do a couple things, maybe be a manager, maybe do a 6-man tag. And I told him, I said, if I do a 6-man, let me know right now. I'll be on the apron, and my boys are going to do all the work. I told him I don't want to wrestle anymore, and he wasn't taking no for an answer. He couldn't get that through his head. He was like stringing me along, and even though I kept telling him I don't want to wrestle, I was literally, when we had those meetings, really fresh off of back surgery. I really couldn't do it like that back then. It takes some time for your body to heal and be able to make sure that you go back after back surgery. So I basically kept emphasizing that I wanted to be a producer. I did not want to wrestle. I wanted to work behind the scenes, and he kept asking me if I wanted to wrestle and get back in the ring. And I'm like, dude, you're not here getting what I'm saying. I don't want to wrestle. I just want to be a producer. I want to help my sons out. I want to help them get where they are, like what Billy Gunn was doing for his sons. I've done everything in my career. I don't need that. He just wasn't taking no for an answer. I had 3 meetings with him, and all 3 were a bust.
I mean, number one, okay, I get it. I get it that he had back surgery and recently, and he couldn't wrestle. But in a way, I also go ahead and look back at what just happened. What, a couple of weeks ago, he wrestled. He wrestled. So based on what he's saying there, he's basically saying, "Yo, I'm not wrestling." He kind of was given that insinuating that he was
No,
never
he
going to
did
wrestle
his
again.
last match ever. He hadn't wrestled in a while because he had a heart attack. He had to get
Okay, I get it.
doctors and stuff. I mean,
But he
you're talking about
went
somebody.
back to wrestle.
How long has it been since his son wrestled there? It's been almost 4 years, 5 years almost.
I understand that, but
So,
the way
you're
he's
talking about two different time ranges. Everybody's trying to make it seem like he's talking about now. He was talking about when he wanted to go to AEW, not today. When they wanted him, he didn't sign because he didn't want to wrestle at that point. He was coming off back surgery. He wanted to help out his sons, so he felt if he was there in a producer's role, he could help out his sons, like what Billy was doing for his.
I understand that, but what I'm trying to say is what he was saying. He was coming across like he would never wrestle ever again, is what I'm trying to say. And look what he did. He eventually did
He
end up
never
wrestling.
said he'd never wrestle again.
But that
He
seems
said
like how it was
He said he was
insinuated.
coming fresh off back surgery, and the back surgery takes a little while to heal from.
If he went ahead and he could have easily gone ahead and said, "Look, man, I know you want me to wrestle. I'll wrestle, but not right now. I want to be a producer. Give me a few months, give me a couple, maybe a year or
But
two,
why
and
do you
then
have
I'll
to lay
wrestle."
it out like that? I want to be a producer right now. I'm coming off back surgery. Why, if you can't get that,
You gotta
through your head-
you gotta
No,
lay it out
because
like
what
that because
Tony Khan wanted to be able to say he had a Dudley wrestle on his show. That's what Tony Khan wanted.
Who did Tony Khan approach Dudley, Devon Dudley, or did Devon Dudley come to Tony Khan?
His agent contacted them.
Oh, so Devon Dudley's agent contacted AEW.
Yes, to see if he could do a producer's position.
Get the hell outta here,
Not
man.
as a performer, as a
Get outta here.
producer.
Look, man, you reached out to AEW. AEW did not reach out to you. So don't come and give me that Tony Khan wanted a Dudley to wrestle in AEW. He didn't reach out to him. You're the same way
First
you.
okay, let me ask you this. If somebody reaches out to you for a job and says, hey, he's looking for a producer position. Okay, I'll meet with him. Let me talk to him. And you meet with him, and everything you keep pushing at him is wrestler. I want you in the ring. I want you in the ring. I want you in the ring. Then you took that meeting on false pretenses. He said he wanted to be a producer. I had my agents reach out to them because I was interested in doing a producer behind the scenes role, and they accepted the offer. So I think I'm going in to be a producer or to be interviewed for a producer, and all I'm getting harped on is, we want you in the ring. I want you in the ring. What can we do to get you in the ring? What can we do? That is bullshit.
Okay, number one. Again, he went ahead and he opened the conversation. He didn't go ahead. He didn't go ahead and guarantee him that he was going to be a producer.
He told them, I want to be a producer. I want a backstage role. The agent talked to AEW. They set up the meeting. And then they pushed about becoming a pro, keeping it in the ring. He didn't want to be in the ring.
I respect that he didn't want to be in the ring.
I'm not denying that Dudley reached out to them, but he didn't reach out to them to be in the ring.
I understand.
He reached out to them to be a producer.
And I understand that. But then but what you're saying is, why does he have to go ahead and explain it in that form of fashion? Because when he went to this meeting and he said, I want to be a producer, and then Tony Khan is like, no, I want you to wrestle, then he told him 3 times no. So obviously he should have gone ahead and told him, look, man, I'm not gonna wrestle at all. My career is done. I'm not wrestling ever again. I came here as a producer to try to be a producer.
You're trying to make it seem like he didn't want to wrestle there. I'm not saying he didn't want to wrestle there. If he was presented the opportunity, if they were to let him do what he wanted to do, as far as, I'm coming in, I'd like to be a producer role later down the road. But right now, I can't do it in the ring because of my back.
That's all I'm saying. That's the way he should have presented it over to Tony Khan.
You told him. He said, I had back surgery. What the hell do you want? Do you need Bubba Ray to say, hey, call my doctors?
No, I agree with you.
I'm fresh off back surgery. No, you're not agreeing with me, because you're sitting here saying, well, didn't he go there and he take the meeting? He told him, I had just coming off back surgery. I can't go in the ring.
I understand that he cannot go into the ring. I'm agreeing with you with that. You question me saying, why should he go ahead and explain himself why he can't wrestle? And it's the exact same thing that you just mentioned. If he wanted to
Did you
wrestle,
listen to what I said, though?
if he
In the
wanted to
thing,
wrestle,
I want you to wrestle. I can't. I just had back surgery. I'm fresh
I
off back
understand
surgery.
that.
I can't do that. What else do you need to tell him after that, though?
if Tony Khan went ahead and he told, because we weren't there. So if Tony Khan went ahead and said, okay, after how long
I'm going off of what was said in Devon's
would you consider to wrestle? We don't know what conversation they had. All we know is that
why are we arguing about it? I'm going off what Devon said.
I don't know why we're arguing.
Words.
I'm just saying that.
But you're trying to make it seem like, oh, Devon never wanted to wrestle for him.
He never did.
No, it's never said that.
But
He said at that point in time, he didn't want to be in the ring.
Well, he should have done it.
Be,
He should have said, hey, look, I have back surgery. I have back problems. I don't want to mess up my back. Maybe in the long run, I might consider wrestling, but not right now. That's all I want to do. That's all he should have said.
What? So what?
Maybe he did say that. Maybe he did say that to him. We don't know. But all I can tell you
But you're sitting here acting like, oh, well, Devon just said this and that. No, I told you what Devon said in his own words. And in that, from that article and that stance there, how can you side and say that I told him I had back surgery? I'm going off what was said in that dialogue from from Devon.
There's always
I don't know what was said there.
There's always two stories to
There is, but Tony Khan hasn't come out with his side. So right now, all I'm going off of is saying this is what Devon said.
Let's see.
And that's all I'm going off of.
I hope Tony
If
Khan
somebody tells you they've had back surgery, they just want to be a producer. If you don't want to, obviously he didn't want to hire him as a producer only.
No, he wanted him to wrestle too.
Exactly. He wanted him to be there so that he could have a Dudley on the show.
I don't see it that way.
When his sons were introduced,
I don't see it that way because he didn't
use his name. The sons didn't even use. They used the used name, his real name, as the last name. AEW put son of Devon Dudley on the bottom. The names are used. What does it matter who they are?
But again, I don't think he wanted to go ahead and say, "Hey, I had a Dudley wrestle in my." In AEW, because again, he did not reach out to them. They reached out to him, and then obviously, obviously, as an owner, then he took advantage and said, you know what? Yeah, maybe then that's when he said, okay, you know what? Yeah, I could use him as a wrestler because he's a well-known figure in wrestling, and he everybody knows who he is. So yeah, it's gonna help my brand, of course. Let me try to get him to wrestle.
So you're saying that? Let me ask you this much then. I'll just put it this way. If that was the thing, then why wasn't? If he didn't want him in the ring to wrestle, then why didn't they hire him? Why didn't they bring him in as a producer?
Did Devon give an answer for that? Did they ask him that question?
He kept pushing 3 meetings.
No. That's not my question to you. My question to you is, did they ask him?
You are such a jackass sometimes.
Did they ask him, hey? Did they want to hire you?
I got to look this up now again so I can read exactly what he said. 3 meetings, all 3 were busts because he kept pushing about the pro wrestling.
Because you're using that argument to me saying, hey, then why didn't they hire him as a producer? We don't know if they offered him a job as a producer. Maybe they did, but maybe they lowballed him and he was like, nah, then I don't want to be your producer. You're lowballing me. We don't know that. You're just assuming just like I am. So we can't just assume.
Listen,
you weren't there.
I'm going off of this article right here from a podcast, Video Gamer podcast.
No, Video Gamer.
This is the end of the thing. He said he just wasn't taking no for an answer. I've had 3 meetings with him, and all 3 were a bust.
Wait, hold on a second.
If I wanted to wrestle, if I wanted to get back in the ring, I'm like, dude, you're not getting it. I'm saying I don't want to wrestle. I just want to be a producer. I want to help my sons out.
Wait, hold on a second. You said something very important there. 3 meetings?
Yeah.
So they saw each other 3 times.
Yep.
So this wasn't a one and done, Sean.
I understand that.
This wasn't a one and done. So that means that maybe the first, and he told them every single time, do you want to wrestle? Do you want to wrestle? So we can't go ahead and assume that he probably didn't offer him a producer role, because then why would they have a second meeting or a third meeting?
He might have offered a producer role with the performer
Correct.
tagline, but that's
Correct.
not just a producer role.
Correct.
That's not what Devon was looking for.
Correct.
So,
But
again,
you just finished saying that. Hey, he probably then. Why didn't he not hire him as a producer? Well, you're just answering your own
what
question.
I'm saying though is, if a man says he doesn't want to get in the ring, why are you pushing so hard to get him in the ring?
I agree.
Because you want to say that Devon Dudley had a match on AEW.
Only because
that's the only thing you can be.
Only
what else
because
can it be?
Only because the opportunity came from about. That's the only reason why.
I don't give a shit where the opportunity came from.
Yeah, well, you would never be saying
matter.
that. You would never be saying that about Tony Khan if Devon's agent had not reached out to AEW. Now, if Tony Khan or AEW, somebody from AEW had reached out, you would never say that Tony Khan wanted a Dudley to wrestle in AEW, and you can't say that because he didn't reach out to Devon Dudley. His agent reached out to him. So as an owner, you're gonna take that opportunity. Who wouldn't? He's a name.
Okay. Let me ask you this: how long were his sons there? I guarantee you, if we had all the information, it would probably coincide with the 3 meetings that they had. And then once that 3rd meeting was a bust and they cut off communications, I bet you the Hughes brothers weren't on there again.
I don't know that. I can't answer.
No, I don't. I can't say for 100%, but I'm saying, I bet you, man. Because here's the thing. Yes, he reached out for him because he needed a job. Yeah, that's what he does. But again, he reached out for a producer, not producer and performer, not producer and anything else, a producer role. And you brought him in and thought you could sweet talk him into a producer and a performer gig by giving him whatever money or whatever.
Yeah, his name. He's a good brand name. Everybody knows who he is.
But the whole thing goes back.
Is it shady? Is it messed up? No.
Yes, it is shady.
No, it isn't because you called me. You called me.
Oh my God, bro.
You hit me up.
If you called me and I said, "Hey, I got this podcast, this, and you want to be a host," and then I go to bring you in, and actually I'm bringing you in for a producer role, but you might get to talk once or twice a year. You taking it?
No.
Did you take the meeting?
Yes. But what am I gonna hold some hostility against you? No.
What is he saying hostility? He said what happened.
No, but you're making it seem like Tony Khan is a bad guy for offering him a producer role and probably offering him a wrestling role.
No. I said it's messed up if he offered him, if he took the meeting under false accusations. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. Look, if it's me trying to get a position and you do that to me, that's different. But you're talking about somebody that already has a name in a business that you say that you have all this respect for, and you're playing tiddlywinks with it instead of saying,
you're not playing tiddlywinks with him, man. You approached him. He approached Tony Khan. Tony Khan saw an opportunity. Tony Khan said, "Hey, look, I'm gonna go ahead and offer you a producer, and can you wrestle?" And then all of a sudden, yes, did he take advantage by offering him that? Yes, he did. But the opportunity was there. He's a businessman. He's a bit.
Frankie, before you take the damn meeting, you say this is what the expectations are. We would love to have you on as producer, but I'm looking and I would like to have you at some point in the ring. Then let Devon decide if I'm going to fly down and take the meeting.
I'm pretty sure he told him something like that because they met 3 times. If it was only a one-time meeting, I would agree with you 100%. But they met 3 times, bro. Yeah, that means that they had to. Something must have been in those conversations that it made Devon come back and have the 2nd meeting and the 3rd meeting. It wasn't
they were
just
in Jacksonville during COVID. I guarantee you, it's during Daly's place. Devon lives there. Just saying.
Again. I think we blew this more than what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, no, because you're like, I'm not saying that, Tony, but to me, if that is the way it went down, then to me, Devon deserved more from that first meeting. than just being told, "Yeah, come and do this." That's where my problem with this whole thing is. I have no problem with Tony Khan trying to do business or anything else, but to me, that's not some guy that's, you know, Sean Stanley or Frankie Fresco trying to get a producer position, and we've wrestled on the indies, and you want us to do a couple performances in the ring to get beat or whatever. That's different than yes, we'll bring you in and do whatever. But a guy like Devon or any, you know, guys that have names in this business, you be upfront with them. Look, this is what I'm looking for. If this isn't what you want, then let's not waste time.
I'm pretty sure they had 3. I mean, I don't know. They had 3 meetings, so they had to have talked something about what Devon wanted. If it was just one meeting and called it quits, then I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, but a meeting could have just been they ran into each other in the airport. We've seen the Tony Khan Shane McMahon meeting, right?
No, I mean the Shane McMahon Tony Khan, they sat actually on the desk and everything and freaking talked.
Yeah, I know. All right, Mr. Iguana, possibly let them know where they can reach you.
They could find me at Mr. Iguana, possibly. No. And no doubt. Thank you, sir. Thank you. No, you can find me at Fresco Music. I don't have it spelled here because obviously I'm dressed up for Halloween as Mr. Iguana. But you can find me at Fresco Music on all social media platforms. The people at Rumble, man, thank you so much for tuning in as well. Hit that like on that side of the platform. YouTube guys, don't forget to hit the like and share. And then everybody on X, thank you so much as well for watching us. I know I look like a clown, but I dressed.
Don't look like a clown, man.
I dressed up for Halloween. I dressed up for Halloween.
You look great.
So I hope
that came out a lot better than it would have if it was on the other side of the camera on my side. I'll tell you that much now.
I only did this because it's Halloween and
Two thumbs
Sean,
up, buddy.
Sean has said that he said he was gonna dress up and he did.
No. So. I said if your stupid pick came in, then I would.
Don't disrespect me, goddammit. We should have won. I already told you this.
Yes. And if you didn't hear that interview, go back and hear when I talked to Mr. Iguana, possibly, earlier on in the show about his match with Laparca against Javon Evans and the great Leon Slater. You can catch me at Stanley Media _11 on X. Hit the follow on Rumble at Stanley Media House on YouTube, and every other, I believe, outlet that you can. Stanley Media House. And you can check out all of the stuff going on. He is Mr. Iguana, possibly. Frankie Fresco, Layeska. Thank you all for joining me today. And in the words of the great Gordon Soley, so long from the sun, shine, state.
The Square Circle Digest!